Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Alex Rodriguez. That's right, a lot of you have been asking for me to do, for the longest time, a reading on Alex Rodriguez, which is the fiance of Jennifer Lopez. And so I'm going to be giving you the tea. You know, Ray here on the channel dishes it all, gives you the tea from spirit. I really enjoyed it, guys. If you're noticing that I'm very happy, it's just, I feel very refreshed after the new year. I'm very passionate about getting all this, you know, these videos out and getting my readings out for my clients that are still maybe waiting on a reading, etc. So it's just good energy. I know a lot of people have found that 2020's energy has started off with a very bad, in a very bad way. A lot of people are worried. You know, maybe this video brings a smile to your face. Maybe I can make you laugh. So I hope that you enjoy this calm, zen-like energy and positive environment that I'm trying to create here on my channel. And you sit back and get that popcorn, get that tea, honey, get that soda water, you know, whatever, soda pop, whatever you want to call it, and drink it, and let's have some tea, and let's talk about Mr. Handsome, Mr. Alex Rodriguez, okay? So, he is born July 27th, 1975. He is 44 years old, from Washington Heights, New York. So, he's a New Yorker. He's 6'3". I'm giving you like a lot of stuff that are just background information to just start off the reading. This is not my reading, of course. This is like background, and I do this if you haven't tuned in, you're not a ray of light, you may not know, like, why am I giving you stuff that's already out there on the net? Because a lot of people that are tuning in may not know who Alex Rodriguez is. They may not be into sports. They may not know who Jennifer Lopez is. I don't know. Who would not know? You know, he has a background as an American former professional baseball shortstop and third baseman who played 22 seasons in Major League Baseball. He played 7 seasons with the Seattle Mariners, 3 seasons with the Texas Rangers, and 12 seasons with the New York Yankees. Okay, he's 44 years old, like I said. He was married previously. He has 2 children. And that's the background, but now we know that he's with Miss J-Lo, okay, and she is just gorgeous, and they're both gorgeous, and they make a great couple. So what do I see happening for Alex? Okay, so I feel like, you know, Jennifer and him are soulmates. The thing is, when it comes to the topic of soulmates, I think a lot of people may think that we can only have one soulmate here in the physical world, but in reality we can have more than one soulmate. And for him, I feel like he found his soulmate with Jennifer. However, not all soulmate unions last, okay? And I've been saying this from the rooftops for the longest, and people sometimes think, well, oh, because your prediction didn't come out right, that you're wrong. I do feel like for the time being that this relationship is what needs to be in both of their lives. They both need it. Jennifer has been known to be that person that has gone through several guys, okay? But a lot of people do, you know, a lot of people have been dating or been married 2 or 3 times, and then they just break up, and, you know, they finally remarry, okay? If you look at people like Elizabeth Taylor, how many times did that woman remarry, okay? So, I feel like, you know, Alex is in a good position. I feel like he loves Jennifer. I feel like he thinks about her. The problem that I see here with him down the road is that I feel like he is his own celebrity, right? And when you have someone like Jennifer who is in the stratospheres of famous and known for her music, for her acting, and he's only known like maybe now just like being her man, right? Man, and I hate to put it in that terms because I don't want him to feel, or anyone in his team or family or anybody that is a fan, to feel like I'm talking bad about him, because I'm not. The problem with that is that any relationship is if you have like a man who is a professional and he's, you know, making the most money, and then you have a female who is like working and really doing her own thing and bringing in a lot more money, and sometimes it can feel kind of like the man is being demasculated in some ways, okay? Now, I don't want to get into that chauvinistic type of thinking or even sound like remotely like I'm being chauvinistic or being kind of misogynist. I don't know what the word would be regarding what I just said. Don't get it twisted, boo, okay? So if you're tuning in and you're like, Ray, I can't believe that you said that. I didn't say that. I'm kind of using it as an example, so to get my point across. I feel like for him, there may be a point in time where the relationship may not work, okay? And they may have to call things off. And for him, I feel like it's going to be the ego part. Mainly because I feel like since Jennifer is a powerhouse and she's going to be involved in films and with other men, you know, in films and festivals, and, you know, these are like co-workers in her world. But the way that he sees it from his mentality, he may be feeling like people are not recognizing Alex for his talent anymore, for his past as a baseball player, but they're actually going to start recognizing him as Jennifer's boo and Jennifer's man. And it kind of like creates this limelight where I feel like it could create strain in the relationship. Is he loyal? I definitely feel like he is loyal. I feel like he loves his kids. He's a great father. I feel like he's a great guy to be a friend with. He is a great lover. He's everything that, you know, a woman would want in their life, or a man. But I actually feel like, you know, for him it's going to become stressful, and for her too. I feel like they are spending as much time, and this relationship may be like something that is gonna go into marriage. It's very possible they could get married. It's very possible that this relationship could actually last the test of time. But I have to be honest, and you know, here on my channel I'm always giving you my honest opinion. Let me retract. Not my honest opinion, my honest insight from spirit. And I just don't feel like this relationship is going to last. And if it does last, it would be for a couple of years. And just like every fairy tale couple, there's an ending. And I feel like for Jennifer, she pushes away and is afraid in many ways as well, and she has her own insecurities. A lot of people think that their union is a publicity stunt and it's a business arrangement, and in some cases it has been known that in the celebrity world that some people come together for publicity, either to kind of boost their persona because it gets their name in the spotlights and the tabloids. It all just depends. But I honestly feel, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, allegedly, in my spiritual insight, that this relationship will last a while longer and then it will dissolve. And it will be something that's going to make headlines and make people like soul crushed, because we look at Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. We look at just other people as well who have been, you know, in a relationship and of this nature, and for some reason or another it just never works out. I do see him continue to be successful in his business ventures, in what he's going to be doing. I feel like for him, you know, other women, I don't see him being a player right now. You know, will he go on to remarry? If he does get married with Jennifer, which is very possible, and you know, will he like get married eventually with someone else if that relationship dissolves? I don't feel like he's going to get married again. I honestly don't. And that's what I get from spirit. You know, if he does get married with Jennifer, that will be the last time, and I feel like he won't do it again. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people that want them together and they want them to be successful, and then there's a lot of people that are shady and are going to do everything and pull out every type of dirt that they can to stop Alex and Jennifer Lopez from being together. So for him, you know, it's just about like seeing, you know, what can he do now. I feel like sports is always going to be where his heart is. He's always going to do something in there. You know, at some point he may manage a team. You know, he may even open up a restaurant. You know, there's just so many other things. I feel like he's an entrepreneur, and there's just so many other things that he can get into and do that will help him, you know, to be successful. But as far as him, you know, continuing to be in the spotlight as, you know, Jennifer's man, I feel like that is not good. And I feel like we owe it to Alex to have his own, you know, his own persona, his own, what's the word I'm looking for? His own identity apart from Jennifer. We don't want this like you know, when it used to be Bennifer, used to be Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, and it was Bennifer, you know, or P. Diddy with Jennifer Lopez, or Mark Anthony with Jennifer Lopez. You know, all of those relationships, she was the one that was kind of like, I felt like the male in many ways, was the person that kind of had all the spotlights on her. And so the guys, you know, I felt like they were kind of just like forgotten, or they always like they would defer to Jennifer rather than, you know, giving them props for their own achievements. And so that's something that we're going to have to see. But that's what I see for ARod. And I wish him all the best. You know, I feel like he's a very passionate person, very creative, very talented. I don't pick up on anything right now on his health. But I feel like, you know, he's going to be looking into real estate as well, and investing his money to secure his future for himself, even though he's worth millions, I'm sure, you know. But that's what I see for Alex and his relationship with Jennifer. I know a lot of people have been asking for the tea, honey, and that's the tea. That's the tea from Spirit. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is not a long video. It was very short, but I did get the messages across. And I think that that's the thing, you know, when I do psychic readings here on my channel, I think a lot of people think that my readings have to be like 30 minutes long, or they have to be an hour long. And if it's not, they start comparing me to other people, etc. The thing you have to understand is when Spirit is giving you messages, it does not have to be a certain length, a certain time frame. As long, I'm all about not beating around the bush and just giving you what Spirit gives me, okay? And I keep it very short and simple and sweet. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to hit that red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of my video if you haven't already, and that notification bell icon. But make sure you select all, so that way you can be notified of all the videos that I publish on my channel, or lives that I have going on. So I want to thank you once again. Blessings and love and light, my rays of light. Until next time, bye.